Hi, everybody. This is Alan Fine of Insider Travel Report, and I'm here for virtual road shows selling luxury, and specifically how are destinations marketing themselves to luxury. Um, so we are here now. We're going to talk about countries, cities, and regions that are increasingly working to target luxury travelers. How are they working with the travel advisors and luxury suppliers to better define themselves as true luxury destinations? How are they marketing themselves as luxury destinations? For that, we have three experts, and please wave when I mention your name. Jonathan Heasman, Travel Trade Manager, National Accounts USA for Visit Britain. But you'll also be talking about Scotland, correct?
Correct, yeah, focusing on Scotland.
Okay, focusing on Scotland. And Tafari Burns, Trade Partnership Director, USA for Saudi Tourism Authority.
Correct.
And Gustavo Inciarte, the Account Manager for Tourism Australia. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We got a bunch of travel advisors really interested in your destinations. So let's briefly describe them, and then we'll get into further detail. Let's start with Scotland.
Sure, thanks, Alan. Thanks for having us as well. It's great to be here. Scotland. Hopefully everyone knows Scotland. It's a great place, very beautiful, epic natural landscapes, enchanting cities, rich cultural heritage. There's even a saying in Scotland, which is, Scotland is good for the soul. It's a place that allows you to escape the ordinary, find a connection with history, culture, people, and the way of life.
Very good. And let's talk about Saudi now. How would you describe it for us?
Yeah, thank you, Alan. No, Saudi Arabia is a destination of incredible depth, diversity, and transformation. It is home to ancient civilizations. We're proud to have 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, dramatic landscapes, and vibrant cities, from the pristine Red Sea coastline to the empty quarters to the richness of Diriyah and Alula. We also have fantastic modern luxury of Riyadh and Jeddah. It features authentic style and authenticity that you would be hard-pressed to find anywhere else in the world. Our destination offers travelers a unique blend of history, heritage, modern luxury. It is a country that is truly defining what it means to have a Middle Eastern experience, and we are truly the last frontier in global tourism.
Thank you for that. And Gustavo, let's go with Australia. How would you describe it for us?
Australia is a bucket list destination for a lot of people. It's a place that offers a lot of experiences for luxury and high yield travelers, from the energy of the big cities like Sydney and Melbourne to the wonders and the beauty of the Great Barrier Reef and Uluru and the Great Ocean Road. It's a place where you will find wonder and natural escapes, but at the same time, you will find a lot of adventure. And of course, one of the highlights of your trip to Australia will be to meet the locals, the Australians. The Australians are one of the biggest reasons why people tend to dream about Australia. I work for Australia in the tourism office, the government agency responsible for promote the destination all across North America. And I just have to say, Australia is a wonderful destination for all types of travelers, but specifically for luxury, you will find plenty of experiences that your clients will enjoy.
I can't think of three more diverse places to experience luxury. And so now what I'd like to do is really focus and highlight on the different aspects of it. So let's start with what makes your destination great for luxury and upscale travelers. What are some of the attractions and sites that we should focus on that are popular with such travelers? Let's start with Tafari.
Yeah, thank you for that question. No, we are rapidly emerging as a premier luxury destination. Our travelers are drawn to the diversity of the destination and the multiple ways at which you could spend time in Saudi Arabia. The Red Sea, for example, which is the Red Sea, which is one of our newest destinations. We're primed with overwater bungalows and villas, pristine reefs. Our climate is fantastic. It rivals that of the Caribbean, and we are at the cutting edge of development as it relates to sustainable, ultra luxurious developments. Our product in Saudi Arabia is pretty fresh. It is new, and it is for the most part, unexplored. Some of the top attractions and activities that you can do, in terms of bespoke activities, your desert escapes, your curated tours. We have some world-class events like the Jeddah Grand Prix. We have horse racing, sailing, golfing, soccer championships, or football, depending on where you're from. Live entertainment to some of the five-star resort getaways that you can enjoy on the coast of Saudi Arabia. So it's truly a fantastic destination that offers a multiplicity and diverse range of high-end experiences that you can enjoy in our destination.
So now the luxury traveler, they can go to Scotland and they can go to Scotland. Tell us what destinations and places are for the luxury traveler.
Sure. Well, firstly, Scotland's an all-year-round destination, so don't be put off by the cold winters. It just makes it a little bit more cozy when you're there. But there really is something for everybody. All kinds of luxury travelers. So you got to bear in mind it's got the world's finest whiskey experiences, and they can be as simple as an entrance in somewhere, or you could go the full-blown route and have your own whiskey named after you. There's over 3,000 castles and stately homes, and some of them you can rent. You can rent the whole place if you wish, for example. And obviously the birthplace of golf. And anybody who plays golf, it's not a cheap sport. Popular sites and attractions include everything from, like I said, private castle tours to bottle your own whiskey. You can have private island picnics. If you have guests that want to go out to the Outer Hebrides and places like that. There's a Land Rover wildlife watching experience, exclusive behind-the-scenes access to luxury textiles and working cashmere mills. Plenty of opportunities to meet locals too. So discover a fantastic array of working farm experiences. Meet local artisans in a wide range of arts and crafts. People pay to be farmers. So you can actually pay to be a farmer for the day. The farmer gets to relax and you can do all the work. No, so they will be with you, but it's an amazing experience.
And then now to Australia. How do we go to Australia and spend money? What's the luxury destinations and things you can do there?
We in Australia, we have an entire program that is specific for luxury travelers. We have the Signature Experiences of Australia. It is a program that encompasses a lot of experiences all across the country that include golfing and guided walks and wineries and luxury lodges and Aboriginal experiences and wildlife journeys. And it's a collection of the best experiences that you can find in Australia. And you can find it at the Experiences of Australia, Signature Experiences of Australia website. There are 8 collectives, and they represent about 200 companies, and there are more than 800 fully commissionable tourism offerings for your clients. And this experience can be booked via their website or on your own DMCs, but these experiences are the best, and they have been fine in Australia. Think about helicopter rides across the Great Barrier Reef or Uluru. You can go to the Opera House and not just enjoy a show of the opera. You can actually be part of the opera. You can have a dinner at the Opera House before going into the dressing room, trying your own costume, and be part during the performance, be part of the opera show. And this is just one of the experiences that you will find in this collective.
Now let's move on to accommodations. And Tafari, I know that some money can be spent there. Virtual palaces can be your lodging. Tell us what the luxury traveler can look forward to there.
Yes, our accommodation stock is very, very strong, as you mentioned. We feature some of the most recognized brands within the kingdom. Many of these brands are affiliated with, some of the large consortia that you can mention. We have the Habitat Salula, the Banyan Tree, the Shangri-La, which are Virtuoso affiliated. We have the Six Senses. We have St. Regis Red Sea Resort. We have the Najuma Ritz-Carlton Resort. Reserve, which are fantastic, and many, many, many more keys will be available within the Red Sea region pretty soon. We also feature the Park Hyatts and local brands, for example, like the Bab Shamha, which is a luxury collection in Diriyah. And we have upcoming chains such as the Aman, the Rosewood, the Four Seasons, and the Rixos, which are coming on stream pretty much. So we have a diverse and eclectic brands. You can rent from a pin to an anchor in Saudi Arabia, and you can spend inversely the same as well.
And in Australia, luxury brands, where can you stay in Australia?
Within our collective of signature experiences, we have one specifically called the Luxury Lodges of Australia. There's about 20 of them all across the country, and it's a collection of the best accommodations that you will find in the country. As you know, travelers these days are looking for just more than a plush accommodation. These places deliver a connection to the place. Is the key and the purpose of the lodge is just to connect you to the culture and the place where you are. All create a wonderful experience for your guests. They will feel spoiled and privileged to be there. They're all located across the country. I can mention a few. For example, there is Longitude 131, which is the gateway to Uluru, and it's the best way for you to experience the outback. And Southern Ocean Lodge, or Bailey Lodge, at Kangaroo Island, which is one of the best locations that I ever seen in Australia, and it's a great place. Like I said, there are more than 20 luxury lodges that you will find across Australia, and you will find it at the luxurylodgesofaustralia.com.
Great. And then in Scotland, we want luxury accommodations. Tell us what you have that you want to attract the travel advisor and start selling.
Yeah, of course. So Scotland's great for all kinds of different accommodations. So there's everything from clients' desires for a perfect stay, whether it's a grand city centre hotel, a lavish country escape, a majestic Scottish castle. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities all over the country. So those were picked out. So some iconic hotels, which hopefully some of the people here would have heard of. So Glen Eagles in Perthshire is very famous. There's the Balmoral Hotel in Edinburgh that's very well known. We also have some amazing, incredible options across the country. They also include the Glen Knapp Hotel, the stunning Fife Arms Hotel, and then there's the newly refurbished Cameron House Hotel that's on the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. So it's just a few there, but it's endless in Scotland. Some beautiful places.
Well, accommodations are one thing, but then you got to eat. So let's talk about luxury dining in each of your locations. Let's go to Australia.
If you're just happy to be in Sydney, I recommend The Key in Sydney, which is a very unique restaurant that is located right in front of the Opera House. So you will be basically dining in front of the Opera House, which is this image that you can see behind me. It is a great menu. You have your own full dinner menu with a lot of courses. It's right there across the Opera Sydney House in the Harbour Bridge. And it's paired with local ingredients with Chef Peter Gilmore. And it's beautiful crafted. I also can recommend, if you're in Uluru, in the Outback, I recommend Sounds of Silence, which is a very unique experience where you'll be dining under the stars with inspired native cuisine. You will have a didgeridoo serenade, which is lovely, and you will be stargazing through the entire experience in this beautiful Outback. And I'll also recommend Faro in Hobart. It's part fine dining, and it's part of an immersive performance experiences. It is part of the Museum of Old and New Art, which is located in Hobart. And it blends a bold and seasonal flavors that you will find during the different seasons of the year, but at the same time, it will give you a lot of entertainment. It is a vibe that changes every few months. But there is always something new to experience when you visit these wonderful restaurants.
That's great. In travel advisors, often it's easy to find a hotel, not as easy to find food, luxury food, gourmet food. In Scotland, what would you recommend for the travel advisor to send their clients?
Sure. I mean, so firstly, the food in Scotland's unbelievable. You've got a lot of homegrown products and produce such as Aberdeen Angus beef, Scottish salmon, hand-dyed scallops, Orkney cheddar, Stoneway black pudding.
And haggis.
And haggis. I was just about to get that as my next
which
one.
I've had.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it sounds when you describe it, it's not necessarily sounds like the best food in the world, but
No,
once you
but
have it,
there's haggis and there's gourmet haggis.
there is. It's all kinds. Wherever you go, every restaurant pretty much will serve some kind of haggis, and once you've had luxury haggis, there's no going back. What I'll say is there are a lot of foodie experiences in Scotland all over. There's foodie tours. There's a lot of trails and farm to fork experience, things like that. I'm not going to point out a specific restaurant because we have 13 Michelin star restaurants all over Scotland. So I wouldn't want to pick and choose one or two out of that. But what I would say is if you go to the Visit Scotland website, they have the full list there and they have all the links to where, if the guests want to have a look or the client wants to go on, etc., and have a look. It will give it all and give all the information and share all the dining options.
And Tafari, I'm sure you have some amazing restaurants to tell us about.
Yes, we do. And not just to single out a particular set of restaurants, but we have a culinary transformation across Riyadh, across Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, anywhere from the local souks to the restaurants in the markets to the Michelin acclaimed restaurants and chefs that we have featuring high-ended brands. We have the Bujari Terrace in Diriyah. We have the Hakansan and the Longshim restaurants, and many of the international brands that we feature in terms of hotels, they have award-winning chefs and eclectic menus, signature menus that are featured across. We also have multiple periods that you can enjoy the cuisine in Saudi Arabia. We recommend you visiting in Ramadan and getting a chance to eat after the feast. After the fasting, you get a chance to experience the feast. There's also many food events that are happening, food festivals happening within the seasons across Saudi Arabia. So you get a chance to taste the diversity of the Middle Eastern cuisine within our destination.
Let's move on to marketing. How do you guys market your destination as a luxury destination to travel advisors? It's important, and actually, we're part of that. This conference is part of that. But beyond the virtual road shows, what's the plan? Let's talk about Australia.
We often say that, yes, we often talk about Australia as a place where your clients will be able to find a one-of-a-kind soul steering experience that it goes beyond your accommodations and your food and your activities. I often tell travel advisors that their clients will be able to enjoy all the wonders of nature in Australia, but with the service that you expect from a world-class destination, because we believe that luxury goes beyond the surface. Australia offers rich cultural moments from indigenous experiences to art, to music, and to storytelling.
Saudi Arabia, how are you marketing to the travel advisor who sells luxury?
Yeah, thanks for that question. Our luxury strategy focuses on storytelling. So we highlight the exclusivity and the authenticity. We actively pursue strategic co-op campaigns and media partnerships as well to get the message out. We pursue high impact farm trips and curated luxury itineraries, highlighting the authenticity of the destination. And we strive to maintain strong presence with marquee trade events, ILTM, WTM, Signature Travel Week, taking it back home in the US and Canada, Virtuoso, and things like that. So we try to maintain a mixed messaging in terms of getting the marketing out and promoting our luxurious offerings.
Does that spark anything in you guys? Did it make you think of what you're doing? All right, so let me ask you the same question. Great.
In Tourism Australia, we actively work in different markets to make sure that everyone knows about the luxury experiences that we have available in the country. We market high-yield travelers where there is direct airlift to Australia, which is primarily California, Texas, New York, and Vancouver. And we also work with OTAs, airlines, and we attend luxury events hosted by different consortia, such as Signature, Virtuoso, or Travel Leaders Network. We often talk to travel advisors about how profitable their business will be by selling Australia and how much money they can make by curating special and significant experiences in the luxury segment for their clients.
Great. And how's Scotland getting the word out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, we want to try and get over to everyone that you can only do certain things in Scotland. Obviously, work in media, marketing partnerships, things like that is obviously a big one for us. Events, if we can be at any events in the US, luxury events, general events, etc., we'll be there. We've just held actually our Scotland Connect event. Although it's a bit of everything, obviously there's a lot of luxury that's shared there as well. So we've just held that up in Aberdeen, and it was a great success. And everybody gets to go on a fam trip as well. So some of them are more heavily focused towards luxury. And then lastly, we are part of Tourism Cares. It's more sustainability, but we look at that as luxury as well. Some of the opportunities to get involved in things over there in Scotland. Although it's sustainable, it is seen more as luxury, as it can come at a cost because it's environmentally friendly, for example.
For a travel advisor to be effective, they got to learn and understand the destination. Fam trips help, and you're all doing that, I'm sure. So let's talk about fam trips and let's talk about programs for learning. Let's start with Saudi Arabia.
Thank you. No, STA, the Saudi Tourism Authority, we are committed to advisor success by providing dedicated, tailored webinars and destination training. We do VIP farm trips, as you mentioned, premium VIP farm trips. We partner with host agencies and luxury consortia to get the message out. We also maintain an active trade portal with the provision of toolkits and itineraries and upselling techniques and overall selling tips. We offer underground support from our representation offices in the US and Canada. And we also provide support through our DMC partnerships, leveraging ongoing one-on-one advisor engagement and guidance. And we're an open book. If you'd like us to partner with you with a co-op campaign, if it's lucrative and viable for both, we are able to do that as well. We are open to doing, joint webinars, hosted webinars. We visit your offices, so we just work 360 across the board to ensure that our advisors are sufficiently equipped with the information and knowledge they need to be successful at selling the destination.
Great support. Let me hear that from now from Australia.
Well, first of all, drop by our booth in this event. We have loaded a lot of information for you to download. You will find a lot of brochures, but after that, join us on the Aussie Specialist Program. We have an entire program, award-winning program dedicated for you to learn about Australia. You will be able to learn about all the luxury experiences that you will find there. The entire program it will take about 90 minutes for you to finish. But once you are done, you will be able to market yourself as an Aussie specialist. And you will be able to find webinars and itineraries and interactive maps and all the information that you need to become a specialist in Australia. Most importantly, you will be able to complete a specific courses that we have on luxury. We have the Australian Luxury Training course, and you will be able to earn a badge that makes you an Australia luxury expert.
Great. And Scotland, let's talk about the support you have for travel advisors.
Sure. So I'm based in the US with Visit Britain, but the Scottish team are all based in Scotland. So I just put that out there. But they're the National Tourism Organisation. So they work very, very closely with travel trade to offer support services for travel advisors wishing to develop existing or create new and bespoke Scotland itineraries. So the girls there will host regular product updates, destination training webinars focusing on the luxury market to help learn more about Scotland and hear about the new and existing products directly. We always say that advisors should sign up to the newsletter because that's going to be the first and direct place to get it. As for fam trips, if you're a high-selling luxury provider for the US and your numbers are good, then you can put forward and have a potentially be invited to the Scotland Connect event. Although it's just happens literally 2 weeks ago, we held it. But if you do have really, really good numbers to Scotland, then please do reach out and you could be put on the list and be invited to come next year.
We've kind of touched on it. We've said some URLs, but let's do a roundup now. Where should travel advisors go if they want to learn more about Scotland? What are all the URLs?
Okay, so Scotland has its dedicated travel trade website, which contains sample itineraries, e-brochures, marketing material, product suggestions, things like that. It'll be visitscotland.com. We have a digital media library where you can download and access thousands of videos and images. Please sign up for the email newsletters. You get one monthly, so they're not going to flood your inbox. The Meaningful Travel Map, great way to look at that and see what's going on in Scotland. And please stop by the booth. Come and see us, scan the QR code, and then you'll have access to everything I've talked about above.
Yes, the booths. I was going to say that as a wrap up, but that's good. We're covering it now. Gustavo, give us all the URLs we need.
You can visit australia.com for a lot of information, such as entry requirements for the country, but we highly recommend you to join us on the Aussie Specialist program. That's aussiespecially.com, where you as a travel advisor will be able to learn a lot about the destination. Also, join us on the Signature Experiences of Australia.com, where you will learn about all the experiences that I have mentioned in this webinar.
Tafari, all the addresses we need. Give it to us now.
Yeah, so our trade portal, partner.visitsaudi.com, gives you access to our content, our product, our resources, our booking integration. Obviously, our destination site is a wealth of information. That's visitsaudi.com. And it's also linked to all of our social media handles, LinkedIn, IG, you name it. Our Saudi expert e-learning platform is a wealth of information. You can get access directly from the partner.visitsaudi.com site. It provides you with all of the brochures and newsletters, and look out for our sign up through TA Connect so that you can become a part of our database and receive invitations to webinars, invitation to join our e-newsletter database, and join us at our booth. And please reach out to us. We'll be happy to reach out to you as well.
I'm so glad we all said go to the booths, because that's the most important part. That's why we're here. So definitely meet. Are you guys all going to be manning it, or do you have other people at those booths? Are they going to be able to meet you guys?
Yes, they will.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I won't be there. It'll be all the girls from Scotland, so they'll have a better accent than me. They'll have a proper Scottish accent.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you. Thank you for representing your destinations. And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report and Virtual Roadshows selling luxury destinations.